What's this thing you're doing in 12 hours and 45 minutes? What's this thing? What's this thing called?
So I've borrowed the concept from something that I've seen before, which is 24 parkruns in 24 hours. The concept of it appealed to me because at the time I'd been watching some backyard ultras, and although this is a shorter distance, the concept of doing something on the hour, every hour, is a type of ultra I haven't done before. So from that side of it, that was quite appealing to me as well, because I like to try and find parts or things about an ultra event that are unique or something I haven't done before.
How's the weather looking?
As predicted, I think maybe some rain this evening into the early hours of the morning, and then shouldn't be too bad. Wind isn't... Oh. 30k's done.
How's the night?
Really good, nice and calm, really moonlit. I didn't need my head torch at all, just ran by the moonlight, which was really nice. No cars, which was lovely. And I think I'm averaging, let's have a look, 6:45 pace. So I'm quite pleased with that. It's not too bad out there. I think it's maybe only got down to 9 or 10 overnight. But I just notice that I get cold as soon as I stop. So it's definitely nice to have the fire going. I think that'll be my biggest challenge as the day wears on, and heading into tonight will be the stop-starting, getting cold after each 5k round. Lap number 7.
What number is this one?
This is number 8. Third of the way through, time for a sock change. to, it just feels nice. Sun's out, which is always good. I think there's something about the start of the dawn breaking and day that gives you a bit of hope, makes you want to start a bit fresher.
So how many runs is that now?
I've done 10 runs so far, covered 50 kilometres. The next few runs, so from 10 o'clock onwards, I thought it might just be a good idea to put a little bit of sunscreen on, even though the UV is only going to get to about 3. That's still enough to burn me. So. I've had to change tactic for the last 3 runs. The headwind on my return leg, I just felt it was too strong to try and push through jogging. I just felt it was using too much energy. So decided it's probably more efficient to walk until I could turn the corner and jog the last K home. So essentially it's turned into jogging 2.5 Ks to the turnaround point, 1.5 Ks to walk back to the corner, and then
I'm filming Cecelia. I'm doing a small doco on Cecelia doing this.
So good. You deserve a documentary written about you. You are like the queen of willpower. I don't know how you do it. I was only saying this to somebody the other day. I was like, you just set a personal goal and you're like, right, this is how I'm going to achieve it. I could barely make my bed in the morning every day. like we are such different people.
salted nuts. Feel free to help yourself to anything.
No, I shall not partake in your pre-organised snacks. I have had my breakfast. I will go get my lunch. I am doing a measly 10 kilometres in comparison.
Halfway. Officially halfway.
Officially halfway.
Yeah.
And she was quicker in that 5Ks than she was in the first 5Ks that I was witnessing, obviously.
Yeah.
Those 2 rounds with that horrendous
I also
a lot more bearable.
I was thinking, did I bring the headwind with me? Was it to punish me for not having been on my bike for a long time?
No, because I could. The 9 o'clock when I felt it picking up, I thought, here it comes. It started off as a gentle breeze.
And there it goes.
I think I could class it as a stiff breeze.
Stiff breeze.
That we can control our perception, that is, which sensations we are focused on. You'll want to do this protocol seated or lying down, so if you're not already seated or lying down, please do so now.
I think it's safe to say fatigue is catching up.
How many laps now?
I've done 80 Ks, so 16.
So you've been awake 16 hours?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is a part where you're feeling really fatigued.
Mm-hmm.
What are you asking yourself? What are you telling yourself? Like, you know you feel like crap because you don't do this to feel wonderful. It's not like, yay, I'm going to go and do an ultra marathon and I'm going to feel fantastic. You know it's going to be miserable.
Yeah.
So now that you're entering the party of misery,
Mm-hmm.
what are you thinking? So if you were to say to someone who's not done an ultra that goes for longer than, I'll say 6 hours, like maybe 10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You've been going for a long time now. You've been going for over 14.
Mm-hmm.
So after 10 hours, 12 hours, if someone hasn't done that before, what's something that you would tell someone how to prepare for it, or the sort of way to work through it, essentially?
I think there's a couple of ways to work through it. The first one is draw on your running portfolio. So if you've done the training and you believe in the work that you've put in, that's when you start casting your mind back to positive talk of, I can do this, I've done the work. Yes, it's going to hurt, acknowledge it, but you can still move when you're uncomfortable. I think that's a really important one. I'm a big believer in breaking things down into manageable sizes. So even though I've got 40 kilometres left to do, I'm still doing 5 kilometre lots. So even though I'm slowing down, I've had a few bumps with the headwind springing up, I can use that to my advantage because I'm walking into the headwind. So I'm saving my legs a little bit, but I'm still making progress and I'm still achieving that 5k target. So I guess my advice to anyone else would be is to break it down into something manageable that you can be positive about, your self-talk, that small target within a much bigger target is achievable. Get that done, move on to the next target. Whether that be aid station to aid station, I'll run for 4Ks, I'll walk for 1. There's lots of different techniques, but most of it comes down to, I think, the belief in your running portfolio. Yeah, knowing you've done the work.
Towards this part of the event, Cecelia's getting quite fatigued and now just getting a few friends to join her at the end. We've got a few people from the runners group, the local runners group that she only just joined this year, and this is a part about the running community that when you do difficult things, they'll be there to help you out.
I'm in my 50s, I might have to do this.
Oh, you're not there.
It says it, just won't click it. Do it!
Do it!
Oh, that's 100.
Well done.
Oh my word. It's absolutely amazing just what a bit of moral support can do, because those 3 laps that you've done with me felt better than 3 that I did much earlier in the day by myself.
Oh, that's good. Glad I can help. Glad I can help.
So it's working.
Oh, that's good. Looks like we're going to do one more then, puppy. Hey, one more.
So that's another 40 minutes for that. So yeah, I'm
I'm pretty pleased with that time. I thought I'd be
Yeah, no, you're still going strong.
a little bit slower by now, but
Still going strong.
doing all right.
Doing all right.
Still doing the walking back though. That's working.
That's good. That's all you got to do. Doing great, aren't you, puppy?
If it ain't broke, don't.
That's all right. No, you need to save some fuel for later.
It's crisp, but when you're jogging, it's actually, I think it's not too bad.
No, that's nice. It's fine. It's not windy. That's a good thing.
Yeah. The only time I ever drink Coke. My friend's been sending me stuff all day.
Oh.
The face you make when someone tells you you're almost there. Pretty sure I could have mustered up a little bit more disgust in there, but it's just so tight when I start. And then like a true runner, I'll stop, do no stretching at all.
Up for another one?
Well, I'm doing another one.
Born ready.
Give it a stomp. Hey,
How you going?
110. I'm really feeling fatigued in the legs now. Come tomorrow though, watch out whatever's in the fridge and the pantry. I'll tell you what.
Give me a devouring machine.
Really quite painful.
So this is lap number 23.
See you in a bit.
See ya.
It was, you reckon maybe 400 metre jog?
Oh, at least.
Possibly?
At least.
At the end. Oh, but the rest was a walk, and it was a very painful walk at that.
But a brisk walk.
I reckon I could categorise it as brisk.
Brisk.
It wasn't a stroll.
No, it was a brisk. It was a brisk walk.
Not a dawdle.
Yes.
Yeah. No, we'll go.
Good pace.
Well done.
Still hurt.
It's been about 4 months now since I did the challenge and recovered well, took things very easy, quite some time after it, and then have gradually eased back into some walking and jogging and bike riding. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do this, and that goes back to the months prior to a challenge, knowing that I've done the training needed to get to this point in time. I'd recommend that you enjoy it as much as you can. Even though I was in quite a bit of discomfort prior to starting a new lap, and that just purely because it felt like I seized up every time I stopped moving. When I reflected back on it, it becomes part of the experience. You might not enjoy it at the time, but allow yourself some time to enjoy it afterwards. I think the biggest advantage when I started doing challenges was I could easily work them into my lifestyle, which involves around family, work schedules, life in general, and weather. So the advantage even for this one was the date was never really decided to be until 4 days prior.
The question that everyone asks, every ultra runner, what are you going to do next?
Actually done a marathon before, break this elusive 4-hour mark that people talk about. It's in all the literature. Every time you read marathon, bang, sub 4 hour. Devise myself, I'll work out a map and one day try and run it.
One day.
Yeah.